In what was once a thing of beauty, the Indiana Fever offense has become one of the worst in the WNBA. The Indiana Fever offense is horrendous. Let's not beat around the bush here. It's bad. It's really, really bad. As an offense, it's really bad. And there are a couple of possessions in this game that I really want to show. I really want to show you guys just how bad this is. Like, we went from this. We went from this, by the way. This is how the Indiana Fever used to respond to getting scored on. When the Indiana Fever used to get scored on back in the day, this is the team we fell in love with. And there's no like, oh, and anyone saying, oh, that team, that style of play doesn't work. That style of play, they went 8-2. The Indiana Fever this year are not going to go 8-2. The Indiana Fever are barely beating the Washington fucking Mystics. So, this style of play, let's take a look at some of these. I'm going to look at some of the good clips here. There's some good ones. I don't know what's happening here. But like, we're conceding buckets. Caitlin, bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah, let's hit Melissa Smith there on the run. That's off a score. Off a score. Teams used to inbound. Caitlin, bam, bam. Let's go find Melissa Smith. Yeah, like it's nothing. Caitlin hitting Lexi. They play Phoenix. Caitlin Clark goes and just does this. Yeah, let me go. Let's just keep this movement, keep this all going. Let's run the pick and roll. Boom. Caitlin off a score, by the way. Off a score. Look at how many. Look at the shot clock here. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. The ball's up at 17 seconds. And look at this one here. 5, 4, 3, 2. 4 seconds. She takes the ball down the floor. Even Erica Wheeler's pushing the floor and Caitlin Clark's able to trail the play. And because she's trailing the play, it's havoc. The other team doesn't know what's going on. Caitlin Clark can get open 3-point shots. Caitlin's running off a whole bunch of screens. Erica Wheeler comes back. Caitlin goes and gets it. Boom. 12 seconds, 10 seconds to go in the shot clock. They get a rebound. Caitlin Clark, boom. Let me just throw it out to Lexi Hall. I know she missed the layup, but still. Erica Wheeler, Caitlin's looking up. She's looking up. She's looking up. Okay, let's hit Alyssa. Foul. And one. That was what the Fever's offense is. This is now the Fever's offense. So, this is an 8-second violation from Caitlin Clark because they just concede. And she's walking the ball up super slowly. There we go. Where's the shot clock? At this point, the shot clock hits 15. This is an 8-second violation. Caitlin Clark walks the ball up. There's no screen or anything for Caitlin Clark. She throws it to Maisha Hines-Allen. No one has a clue what's going on. Lexi doesn't know what's going on. There's now, 5 seconds left in the shot clock? They throw it to Lexi, who chucks up a prayer shot clock violation. That is what the Indiana Fever's offense looks like at least 5 times a game. At least 5 times a game. Not only that, the Indiana Fever had some horrendous offenses to try win this game. Like, at one stage, Aaliyah Boston played defense on... this is out of a timeout, by the way. Is this the right play? Just need to make sure I'm watching the right play. Yeah, 41 seconds to go. Out of a damn timeout. Oh no, sorry, this is where Caitlin gets fouled. The one before the timeout. As you can see, there's like 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. There was a the possession before the timeout was Aaliyah Boston's dribbling on the fucking free throw line and Kelsey Mitchell runs into her. This is to win the game. It's to win the game. I don't think people understand how many times Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark run into each other in this new offense. They actually run into each other. How many times Kelsey Mitchell runs into Aaliyah Boston? I've never seen anything like it before. Like, Shakira Austin goes and gives them the lead. Aaliyah Boston dribbles the ball up the floor. She's dribbling the ball. No one knows what happens. These two are running into each other. Kelsey runs into Aaliyah. And it's called a foul. Steph White calls a timeout. This is for game. 51 seconds. You've just lost the lead for the first time. Aaliyah dribbles the ball up. Kelsey Mitchell, sets a screen. Caitlin comes off it. Refuses it. And because Kelsey Mitchell is kind of just standing there, and Caitlin needs to cut harder here. Caitlin cuts kind of hard. Kelsey Mitchell doesn't know what she's doing. Because Caitlin refuses screen, Kelsey Mitchell has no idea what she's doing. She kind of gets fouled there. But then Kelsey runs into Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah doesn't know what happens and Steph White calls a timeout. Like, I don't think people understand until you watch the Fever. The Fever, the Fever run into each other more often than they run the spread out high pick and roll. They are more likely to run a possession where Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark run into each other, or where Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell run into each other, or Lexi Hull doesn't know what happens. She just cuts through the line and runs into Aaliyah. Like, they have no idea what's going on. They have absolutely no idea what's going on. Like, I'm not joking here. Like, if you watch this team play on offense, they have no idea what they are doing. Like, again, how many times does the Fever run this play nowadays? This is all they have to do. This is all they did in 2024. Simplify basketball. So, high ball screen. So you have to put coverage on Caitlin. By the way, Ty Harris is wide open in the corner. Caitlin hits Aaliyah. They have to help in because otherwise Aaliyah has a layup. You get Sophie wide open. Like, the Indiana Fever can do that nearly every possession. But instead they will run some sort of possession that players will run into each other. Like, all you have to do is space it out and let Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell go to work. Because, I'm sorry, every single shot Kelsey Mitchell takes a tough shot. Every single shot Kelsey Mitchell takes a tough shot. Kelsey Mitchell does not take easy shots anymore. Like, Kelsey Mitchell used to be the best off-the-ball player. Now Kelsey Mitchell is a purely on-the-ball player. It is genuinely one of those things where the Indiana Fever's offense is the worst in the WNBA. Like, how do you have the best offensive hub center, the best off-the-ball player in Kelsey Mitchell, and the best point guard in the league in Caitlin Clark, and somehow turn it into an offense where Lexi Hull is making decisions, and Ty Harris is now your primary decision maker, or Raven Johnson is your primary decision maker? Like, I'm being real here. Caitlin Clark isn't the primary decision maker in most situations for the Indiana Fever. And people are like, oh, you know what? Down the stretch, she turned the ball over down the stretch. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. If you let Caitlin be Caitlin, you win the game by 30. You win the game by 30. That's not a joke. You win the game by 30. And the Indiana Fever's offense has gone from what was easily the best offense in the WNBA to what I believe is the worst offense in the WNBA. And you might be saying, oh, but look at their ratings, look at their points per game. No, there's a big difference between talking about offensive ratings and their offense. Like, how exactly do you have a team that's a terrible defensive team on paper and the best offensive team maybe in the history of the WNBA on paper? Like, there is no reason why you should have Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell and not have the best offense, one of the best offenses in the league. And this team that's never been the greatest in transition. But not only have they never been the greatest in transition, they now are. They've never been the greatest in the half court. They've been elite in transition. They now don't run in transition. And people are like, oh, you need to get stops running transition. No, you don't. You need inbound quick. This team is absolutely not. They're not locked in the same way as they were. Like, you people don't realize you have to be in full focus to do what they used to do, which is like inbound immediately. The second the shot goes in, we're going to inbound immediately and run. All 5 players have to be on the same page. The problem is with the Fever is they're not. The team's not locked in. So now they're just a bad half-court team and who are boring themselves to sleep at this stage.